Hola compañeros! Welcome to our YouTube channel where we help Spanish teachers like you prepare for the LOTE 613 exam. Today we're diving into Competency 003, Developing Communication and Cultural Awareness. Don't worry, I'll break it down so it's easy to understand, even for a 10-year-old. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the three modes of communication in language learning: interpersonal, interpretive, and presentational. Think of these as the three ways we use language in real life. 1. Interpersonal communication. This is all about talking with others. It's like having a conversation with a friend or ordering food at a restaurant. Strategies. Role-playing. Act out real-life situations, like ordering food or asking for directions. Partner work. Practice speaking with a classmate. Negotiating meaning. If you don't know a word, use gestures or simpler words to explain. 2. Interpretive communication. This is about understanding what you hear or read. It's like listening to a Spanish song or reading a short story. Strategies. Skimming. Look for the main idea. Scanning. Find specific details, like dates or names. Use cognates, words that sound similar in English and Spanish, like animal and animal. Presentational communication is when you share information with others, like giving a speech or writing an essay. To excel in this, here are some strategies. Organize your ideas by using an outline or graphic organizer. Practice your presentation before sharing it. And use visuals, like pictures or slides, to make your presentation more engaging. Now let's talk about comprehensible input. This is a fancy way of saying we need to make sure students understand what we're saying. Here's how. Speak slightly above their level by using simple sentences but challenging them with new words. Use gestures and visuals. Point to objects or use pictures to help explain. Scaffold learning by breaking tasks into smaller steps. For example, start with simple sentences, then build up to paragraphs, and lower the affective filter by creating a safe, low-stress environment so students feel comfortable speaking. Next, let's talk about culture. Learning a language isn't just about words, it's about understanding the people and their traditions. Here's how to bring culture into your classroom. Teach cultural products and practices. Products include things like food, music, and art. Practices encompass traditions like Dia de los Muertos or quinceañeras. Use authentic materials by bringing in Spanish songs, movies, or books. Encourage cultural comparisons by having students compare their culture with Spanish-speaking cultures. For example, how do families celebrate holidays differently? A language learning doesn't have to stay in the Spanish classroom. Here's how to connect Spanish to other subjects. History. Learn about famous Hispanic leaders or events. Geography. Study maps of Spanish-speaking countries. Math. Practice counting or solving problems in Spanish. Science. Learn the names of plants or animals in Spanish. Finally, let's talk about real-world connections. We want students to use Spanish outside the classroom. Here's how. Field trips. Visit a local Mexican restaurant or cultural festival. Guest speakers. Invite someone from a Spanish-speaking country to share their experiences. Community involvement. Encourage students to join Spanish clubs or participate in language competitions. Everyday use. Have students practice Spanish at home, with friends, or online. Now let's talk about how this applies to the LOTE 613 exam. You'll need to show that you understand these concepts and can apply them in your teaching. Here are some tips. Practice role-playing scenarios. Think about how you would teach students to order food or ask for directions. Use authentic materials. Be ready to explain how you would use a Spanish song or movie in your lesson. Plan interdisciplinary lessons. Show how you can connect Spanish to other subjects like history or science. Focus on culture. Be prepared to discuss how you would teach students about Hispanic traditions and customs. Y eso es todo. That's everything you need to know about Competency 003. Remember, teaching Spanish is about more than just grammar. It's about helping students communicate and connect with the world. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your fellow Spanish teachers. Buena suerte en el examen. Good luck on the test, and I'll see you in the next video. Adiós.